Hi everyone, we're Anja and Aila, and each week we share some of our favorite spots on the French Riviera. Today we're taking you along the Côte d'Azur's most stunning coastal road, and that's no exaggeration. And we'll suggest more ideas for a day trip full of variety. Starting in Théoule-sur-Mer on the western edge of the Alpes-Maritimes, we'll take you along the scenic road around the Estérel mountains, making a few stops along the way. Our final destination, the Roman town of Frejus, founded by Julius Caesar. So let's hop right in. It's 10:30 on a beautiful late October day, and we're heading west from Mandelieu-la-Napoule to the sweet little town of Théoule-sur-Mer. This is where the scenic route D6098 and later D559 begins. Locals call it Corniche d'Or or Golden Corniche, and you'll soon see why it lives up to its name. Thanks to discovercars.com, a platform that partners with the biggest car rental companies worldwide, Anja and I are cruising along in this cute little convertible today, which makes our road trip even more exciting and filming a breeze. If you're looking to rent a car from Nice Airport or anywhere else around the globe and want to support us, please use the affiliate link in the upper right corner. Now, back to the most breathtaking coastal road on the French Riviera. The best stretches begin after leaving the center of Théoule behind as we head toward Saint-Raphaël. To your right, the red rocks of the Estérel Massif rise high above the road, covered in lush greenery, while to your left, the sea stretches out below. If you're planning to stop at a beachside restaurant or cafe along your nearly 50-kilometer journey on the Corniche, do so shortly after Théoule or wait until you reach Agay Beach or beyond. Between these spots, it's just you and the rugged, rocky landscape. We happened to come across this inviting place by the sea and couldn't resist, La Joya Beach. It's open year-round, which is rare for beach restaurants in this area, except on rainy days. They serve breakfast and lunch, but since we have a picnic planned later, we're holding off. So just for a spontaneous drink, we stopped here when we passed by this beach. We saw the restaurant, which we didn't know before, and we just had to stop and grab a quick drink because it's fantastic. And the sun, it's like summer. Remember, it's the end of October. And just like we hadn't planned for this stop, we recommend you do the same. Take at least half a day to explore the Corniche and enjoy it at your own pace. So after a peaceful 30 minutes at this beautiful bay, we hit the road again. The scenery gets even more impressive with every minute. Soon there are no more houses, just red rocks, green trees, blue skies, and the sea. You'll regularly spot small parking areas along the road. Make the most of them to soak in the views, snap some photos, or even go for a hike. We have a special spot in mind for our next stop. So we find a place to park along the road, grab our lunch, sunscreen, and head on our way. Just look at the beauty unfolding below us, while a great hiking area rises behind us. If you want to learn more about the hiking trails in the Estérel Mountains, click on the link in the upper right corner. Anyway, back to what we're here for. Well, actually, don't be surprised if you spot some military remnants at this observatory point. We'll include a link in the description below for more information about the history of this place during World War II. While we find the best spot to eat our sandwiches. Well, sandwiches and pissaladière, a local pizza-like specialty with onions and anchovies. The view and the sun definitely make our lunch even more delicious. And damn, we were starving, in case you can't tell. After lunch, we continue our exploration. And it's hard to stop filming. With every corner you round, the views become even more breathtaking. But the road is calling. Wrong direction. Quick U-turn and back on track towards Saint-Raphaël. We've got 2 more stops planned along the way. And by the way, this road is also a cyclist's favorite. So here we are. Our next stop is Anthéoure Beach, awarded with a blue flag for its commitment to sustainable tourism. It's a beautiful place to swim year-round. When we passed through, the recent floodings had left some traces, so it wasn't quite as pristine as usual. But in summer, it's definitely stunning, and also an ideal spot to launch your kayak or paddleboard. Back to our trip along the coast. When houses start appearing on both sides of the road, it means our final Estérel recommendation is close, another beach. This one's pretty long and sandy, and it's called Aguet Plage. With the red mountains towering just behind, you'll find restaurants both on the shore and along the road. By the way, Aguet Plage even has its own train station. Once we got off here and walked all the way back to Théoule-sur-Mer, a fantastic 20-kilometer trek through wild landscapes. Just a thought for the hikers out there. Now we're nearing the end of our coastal ride, and we almost forgot. Right after Aguet Beach, you'll come to the stunning Cap du Dramont, another great spot for hiking and exploring. Keep an eye out for the tiny island just west of Dramont, the Île d'Or. Rumor has it this island inspired Belgian cartoonist Hergé for his Black Island album from 1938, where Tintin and his fox terrier Snowy find adventure here. Now that we've rounded the Estérel, we've arrived at the city center of Saint-Raphaël, a charming seaside resort that gained popularity in the 19th century, much like Nice, but on a smaller scale. It features several wide sandy beaches and a sizable port. The beach Anja and I wanted to show you is right next to the port, but technically belongs to the neighboring town of Fréjus. Fréjus is larger and older than Saint-Raphaël, and we'll tell you more about it in just a minute. Meanwhile, we're soaking up the late afternoon sun on the beach, and as you can see, we're not the only ones. Just a reminder, today's October 30th. While you might need to be prepared for rainy days this time of year, it's often warm enough for a quick dip in the sea and some sunbathing. We managed to end up with soaked jeans, by the way. Anything for some fun footage. But before the sun finally sets, let's take a look at what Fréjus is known for. We've picked the top 3 things for you to check out. Fréjus is deeply connected to its Roman past, as demonstrated by this impressive amphitheater. The town is packed with Roman ruins, even more than famous sites like Arles or Nîmes, though here, time and geology haven't been as kind to them. You can spot remains of an ancient aqueduct, a theater, city walls and more scattered throughout the old town.
We are on our way to 2 more attractions in Fréjus.
Alright, let's continue our stroll through history. Because of course, there's the old town of Fréjus, and just like the ancient Roman settlement, it's not right on the sea. It's about 2 kilometers away, or a half-hour walk.
We have to hurry, because it's almost sunset, and we want to show you the old town of Fréjus while it's still light out.
You'll find typical cafes and restaurants with terraces, massive wooden doors, and this monumental entrance to a private mansion from the 17th century, featuring Baroque Atlantes that replace traditional columns. At the very heart of the old town, you'll stumble upon this charming square, home to the town hall, and right next to it, the medieval cathedral and cloister, both open for visitors. And now it's time for an aperitif. Our final stop for today takes us to the new port of Fréjus, with a quick detour to this brand new giant mural that the ladies at the tourist office told us about. César Malfy painted 2,000 years of Fréjus' history, featuring some of the celebrities forever linked to this town. From here, it's a short walk along the beach to reach the port with its interesting layout, including this bridge across the water to get from one side to the other. There are many bars and restaurants lining the quays, packed in summer, but still attracting people day and night, even as winter approaches. Anja and I have ordered a well-deserved cocktail, a glass of rosé, and a chocolate crepe.
What a day! That was fun. But now we're ready to head home.
So, do you agree that the French Riviera is so much more than just Nice? If you enjoy following in our footsteps, we've got plenty more day trips ready for you to explore.